Every rider's got one last night on the trail, the one where the spurs finally stop singing. Moon hung low over broken fields, stars hid shy behind clouded shields. My horse moved slow like he knew the end, like he'd memorized every twist and bend. Spurs that once rang sharp and clear barely made a sound I could hear. Metal dulled by the weight of years, echoes soaked in rusted tears. I passed that tree where we carved our names, initials tangled in bark and veins. I traced the cuts with a shaking hand, feeling the ghost of a younger man. You stood there once with your eyes so bright, turning dry dirt into holy sights. Said if you ever leave this place, at least come back with the same face. I didn't. I came back older than my own bones. It was a night the spurs went silent, no more jingle to hide the violence. Every step weighed down by time, every breath a half-said line. Now the spurs went silent, sky so still it felt defiant. If you heard my heart that night, you'd know even steel gets tired of the show. I saw your porch with the lantern dim, paint peeled off like a broken hem. Curtains drawn, but the air felt warm, like your prayers still shaped the storm. I didn't walk up to knock that door, didn't lean heavy on that old floor. You stood at the fence like a guilty kid, counting everything I'd done and hid. Inside my head was a parlor room, filled with shadows of my own doom. Voices of men I'd failed or crossed, faces of chances I left lost. But over them all was your soft refrain, calling me back through the years of pain. No accusation, no pointed blame, just a memory of my own name. When a man don't know who he is no more, he listens harder for his old front door. It was a night the spurs went silent, no more jingle to hide the violence. Every step weighed down by time, every breath a half-said line. Now the spurs went silent, sky so still it felt defiant. If you heard my heart that night, you know even steel gets tired of the show. I took those spurs from my weathered boots, laid them down by the cottonwood roots, metal cold against the ancient bark, little twin moons in the quiet dark. Said a few words I'd never tried, names of the fallen, the hurt, the denied. Ask the ground to carry the weight. Ask the sky if it was too late. Then I turned back towards your door at last, heart beating louder than my past. Every board on your porch complained, every nail knew the man I'd been. I raised my hand and let it fall, scared of the truth behind that wall. So I whispered, I'm still alive, hoping the night might keep that lie. I ain't ready for forgiveness, but I'm tired of being condemned. It was a night the spurs went silent, no more jingle to hide the violence. Every step weighed down by time, every breath a half-said line. Night the spurs went silent, world so still it felt compliant. If you ever wonder where I'd go, I'm somewhere trying to let it go. And if the spurs sing again someday, I pray it's on a gentler way. They used to call me a king in these parts. Guess they forgot kings can choke on their own crowns, especially when it's made of dust. I rode in high with a bandit's grin, pocket full of cards, heart full of sin. Every saloon from here to the bluff knew my name when the stakes got rough. I wore my hat like a tarnished crown, boots on the rail, drinking pride down. You watch it all from a corner seat, seeing the fall under my own feet. They sang loud about the fights I won, the poker pots, the loaded gun. Men lined up just to test their luck, left with bruises and a story stuck. But nights grow quiet when the crowd goes home, all that glory turns to stone. Mirror in the glass behind the bar showed a stranger with a crooked scar. Every kingdom built on sand sings the same. I was a dust-crowned king, sitting on a brittle throne, ruling over nothing but trouble and bone. Every cheer just another chain on my soul, every story one more hole I dug in the hole. Dust-crowned king with a rusted ring, wearing titles that don't mean a thing. When the wind came, it took everything, left me kneeling, a dust-crowned king. You wore me soft in the alley shade, said kings fall hard when the debts get paid. I laughed it off with a hollow tone, too drunk on the thought of being known. Then the day came when the cards ran cold, fingers shaking when the bank went bold. One last bet I couldn't afford, lost my horse, lost my gun, lost my word. The sheriff smiled with a predator's ease, slapping my name on the gallows trees. Town folks stared with a hungry eye, waiting to see the king run dry. You stepped out with your hands hands in prayer, tears like bullets in the desert air. You didn't beg for me to be free, just whispered, Lord, let him finally see. Some prayers ain't for saving your neck, they're for saving your soul. I was a dust-crowned king, sitting on a brittle throne, ruling over nothing but trouble and bone. Every cheer just another chain on my soul, every story one more hole I dug in the hole. Dust-crowned king with a rusted ring, wearing titles that don't mean a thing. When the wind came, it took everything, left me kneeling, a dust-crowned king. Rope got close, but mercy hit first. Storm rolled in with a thunder burst. Lightning split the gallows beam, sent folks running with a ragged scream. Sheriff slipped in the muddied mess, lost his grip on righteousness. When the dust cleared, I was still there, hands unbound and a brand new stare. I didn't run back to crowns and games, didn't chase down my stolen names. Found a shovel, dug my pride, buried it deep on the mountainside. Now I ride quiet through a humbler land, calloused heart and an open hand. If folks remember what I used to be, I just nod and say, that ain't me. I still feel the weight, but not the throne. I was a dust-crowned king, sitting on a brittle throne, ruling over nothing but trouble and bone. Every cheer just another chain on my soul, every story one more hole I dug in the hole. Dust-crowned king with a rusted ring, wearing titles that don't mean a thing. Now the wind blows, but I just sing. I'd rather be free than a dust-crowned king. Some nights the canyon lights up with lanterns, but no one's holding them. Just memories floating on stone. The canyon floor's a river of dust, old bones buried under iron and rust. I walk where the moon draws silver lines, footsteps fall between forgotten signs. Lanterns hang from the jagged walls, shaking slow when the night wind crawls. No rope, no hand, no human chain, just empty hooks and a whispering name. You used to wait where the trail dropped down, lantern glowed just outside of town. Your shadow danced on the canyon stone, like a small rebellion against being alone. I'd ride and laid with my sins in tow, dust on my hat, cards in my coat. You lift that light so the fear turned thin. Say, as long as you find your way, you can come in. But one night the trail went dark, and so did we. Now There are lanterns on the canyon wall, glowing for a love that took a fall. Every flicker is a memory call. Every shadow is a ghost that crawls. Lanterns on the canyon wall, hanging where I used to hear you call. If I could climb back through that sprawl, I'd drop my pride and lose it all. The last time I saw your trembling flame, rain rolled in with a stranger's name. He took my seat by your waiting door, left muddy prints on your kitchen floor. You looked at me like a house in doubt, windows shuttered, lights burned out. One wrong word and the bridge caught fire, turning love into funeral pyre. I rode away with the thunder's growl, sky wide open like a judgment howl. Lightning cracked on the canyon rim, showing every crack I'd left in him. In the rock I saw our story carved, two hearts close, then pulled apart. One stayed home, one chased the game. Now both are written in the stone's old veins. If you hung a lantern for me tonight, I don't know if I deserve the light. Now there are lanterns on the canyon wall, glowing for a love that took a fall. Every flicker is a memory call. Every shadow is a ghost that crawls. Lanterns on the canyon wall, hanging where I used to hear you call. If I could climb back through that sprawl, I'd drop my pride and lose it all. Tonight I stand where the path drops sheer, lantern light shimmering thin and clear. I swear I see your shadow there, dress in the wind, hands in prayer. I call your name but the rock throws back, only my voice on a broken track. Flame strains hard against the gust, like it knows I turned your trust to dust. I set a lantern on the highest ledge, hands still dirty from the failure's edge. Inside the glass I tuck your ring, words I never had the strength to bring. Canyon keeps that little glow, let it shine where your memories go. If your heart looks out on some late night, maybe you'll see that borrowed light. I can't rewrite what we became, but I can light a small, slow flame. There are lanterns on the canyon wall, burning for a love that missed its call. Every flicker is a memory call, every ember is a whispered drawl. Lanterns on the canyon wall, hanging where I used to hear you call. if the night forgives me after all, let that light be my last recall.
Bartender asked me where I'm headed. Told him the truth. Nowhere, just taking the long way. Neon sign in a dusty pane, buzzing low like a tired vein. Boots dragging through the swinging doors, spurs ring quiet on the wooden floors. I pick a seat with my back to the wall, where I can watch every rise and fall. Cards on the table, eyes in the air, smoke curls up like a guilty prayer. You used to meet me in bars like this, turn cheap whiskey into sacred bliss. You'd laugh at the way I held my glass, like I was trying to hold the past. Now every chair with an empty dress feels like proof I made a mess. Every bar stool, every stain holds one more version of my shame. Every road sign points somewhere, but not one points back to you. I'm taking the long way back to nowhere, riding past every would have been. Every mile just another prayer for a door that won't let me in. Long way back to nowhere, circle roads on a busted map. If home's a place where hearts repair, mine's just dust in a borrowing lap. Truck stop, coffee in a cracked old mug, sip by sip through a worn out truck. Old man hums by the window frame, singing soft with no one's name. He nods at me like he somehow knows the weight in my boots, the ache in my bones. We share that glance of the rundown kind, men who lost what they can't rewind. Outside the highway's a silver cord, stretched between judgment and reward. I could turn left, I could turn right, still end up staring at the same night. I see a porch in the truck's rear view, ghost reflection of a younger you. Blink once and the picture's gone, leaving me alone with a half-heard song. If I ever knock on your front door, would you know my voice anymore? I'm taking the long way back to nowhere, riding past every would have been. Every mile just another prayer for a door that won't let me in. Long way back to nowhere, circle roads on a busted map. If home's a place where hearts repair, mine's just dust in a borrowing lap. Say time is a patient friend, waiting quiet at the journey's end. But my time's drunk in the corner seat, talking crazy to the jukebox beat. Songs we dance to come back around, turn the bar floor to sacred ground. For a second there I feel your hand, then it fades back into the band.
Bartender wipes down the last clean glass, says, son, you're looking like a haunted past. I'll tip him more than the night is worth just to pay rent on this patch of earth. When he kills the lights and the neon dies, I walk outside under empty skies. Highway hums like a tired prayer. Lead me somewhere or leave me there. If your heart still has a map of me, I hope it's not too torn to read. I'm taking the long way back to nowhere, riding past every would have been. Every mile just another prayer for a door that won't let me in. Long way back to nowhere, circle roads on a busted map. If home's a place where hearts repair, maybe someday I'll stumble back. Every town's got a story it won't tell out loud. Ours is buried under that old cottonwood. Down by the river where the bank runs steep, where the shadows gather and the willows weep, there's a tree standing like a gallows friend, arms stretched out where the roots descend. Kids carve hearts in its weathered skin, never knowing what's hid within. Old men drink where the shade runs cold, pretending they don't see what the years have told. I was young, mean, and full of fire, gun on my hip, heart full of wire. You were a light in a faded dress, hope in the middle of a lawless mess. One bad night by the riverside, voices raised in a wounded pride. One flash, one roar, one angry shout. Some lines once crossed don't ever wash out. Water can't clean what the soul won't own. There are bones beneath the cottonwood tree, secrets the town pretends not to see. Every time the branches sway in the breeze, I hear a name falling down to its knees. Bones beneath the cottonwood tree, one for you and one for me. I walk past with a guilty plea, praying your ghost might forgive what I'll never be. Sheriff asked where you'd gone that night, lantern glow in the dust-filled light. I said she left when the moon turned red, but the truth was buried where the river bled. Your mama wept on the chapel floor, waiting for you by the old front door. Every knock made her heart jump high, till the silence finally taught her why. Years moved on, but the whisper stayed, soft as a rust on a long-gone blade. I married the guilt, I wore its ring, heard your name in every church bell's ring. I ride at night cause the day's too bright, shows too much of what I ain't right. But under that tree where the roots grab deep, you're the only promise I failed to keep. If the ground could speak, it never let me sleep. There are bones beneath the cottonwood tree, secrets the town pretends not to see. Every time the branches sway in the breeze, I hear a name falling down to its knees. Bones beneath the cottonwood tree,
one for you and one for me. I walk past with a guilty plea, praying your ghost might forgive what I'll never be. Tonight I stand with a shovel in hand, moon hanging low like a witness stand. I dig through dirt and the years I stole, trying to unearth a buried soul. My hands shake hard when the roots drip red, visions of the night when the fire spread. Wind blows cold like a judgment sigh, tears taste rusted, I don't even try. I lay down flowers that I picked too late, petals fall soft on a twisted fate. A ring you dropped in the mud that night, I place it back where your hands lost sight. If heaven's watching from the canyon rim, if angels listen to a man like him, let them mark this place with a single word. Coward carved where my voice was heard. If I could trade my breath, you'd be standing where I stand. There are bones beneath the cottonwood tree, secrets the town pretends not to see. Every time the branches sway in the breeze, I hear a name falling down to his knees. Bones beneath the cottonwood tree, one for you and one for me. When I'm gone, let the stone just read, two hearts lost where the river agreed. There are bones beneath a cottonwood tree, secrets the town pretends not to see. Every time the branches sway in the breeze, I hear a name falling down to its knees. Bones beneath a cottonwood tree, one for you and one for me. When I'm gone, let the stone just read, two hearts lost where the river agreed.
Down near the border, mercy costs more than gold. I left without either. The river runs thin where the night grows mean. Moon paints silver on a line unseen. Coyotes cry where the fences end. Steel wire rust, but the scars don't mend. Boots in the mud, hand on the rail, smuggling dreams in a borrowed tale. You waited back in a lantern glow, counting the times I said I'd let it go. Gunshots echo off the canyon bones, voices splinter into broken tones. One wrong deal in a barroom heat, one friend bleeding in a dusty street. I ran with fire in my throat, blood on my hands, lies in my coat. Border wind cut like a sharpened knife, sliced between your love and my life. Some lines you cross, you don't ever cross. cross back. There's no mercy in the border wind. It don't care where you've been. It just howls through every sin, tears the flesh from the man within. No mercy in the border wind. No soft place for a soul like this. If I ever see your face again, will you turn away or let me in? Your little house with a crooked gate, you at the window watching late. I saw you once from the canyon rim. Lantern flicker, eyes grow dim. I almost walked to your front door, almost sank to the kitchen floor, almost told you every crime in kind. But almost is a chain that binds. They say the law's got my name in ink, pinned to a board where good men drink. I see my face in the wanted sign. Paper as torn as this heart of mine. But it ain't the sheriff that haunts my sleep. It's the way you cried when the cut went deep, when I chose silver over your hand and left our love in the border sand. I feel your prayers in the desert rain, falling on a man who won't come clean. There's no mercy in the border wind. It don't care where you've been. It just howls through every sin, tears of flesh from the man within. No mercy in the border wind. No soft place for a soul like this. If I ever see your face again, will you turn away or let me in? Tonight I stand where the river bends, watch the past roll off in strands. Every face that I betrayed, every deal that should have never been made. I hear your name in the water's hiss, feel the ghost of our first kiss. My knees go weak in the gravel dirt, still afraid of your holy hurt. If I cross back to your porch light glow, would your eyes say stay or tell me go? Would your hands reach out like they did before, or fold in prayer for a slam door? Border wind pushes at my back, urging me forward on a faithless track. I whisper your name to an empty land, hope carried in a guilty man. If grace can cross this line, maybe I can too. There's no mercy in the border wind. It don't care where you've been. It just howls through every sin, tears the flesh from the man within. No mercy in the border wind, but maybe there's mercy in your eyes. If I ever see your face again, I swear I'll never choose the lies. If you feel a cold wind on a quiet night. That's just me, still standing where I said goodbye.
I've buried more memories than out here, men out here. But the road, it keeps digging them back up. Midnight paints the highway black. Tireless hooves, I don't look back. Saddle creaks like an old man's bones. Crows fly over broken stones. There's a town behind me full of smoke and glass, full of faces I ain't seeing again when I pass. One last card game, one last wrong move, one last bullet with my name in the groove. Your photograph is folded twice, wrinkled edges, saints and vice. I keep it where my heartbeat drums, right by the scars from the things I've done. You said one more chance and I'll believe, but chances fall like autumn leaves. By the time I reach for something true, the wind had already buried you. Every mile's a marker, every sin's a stone. I'm riding through the graveyard of the open road, where every broken promise has a cross of its own. Every mile behind me is a name carved cold. Every mile ahead is a debt I still owe. Graveyard of the open road, dust for flowers, guilt for gold. If the Lord still listens to a heart this old, maybe He'll walk me out of this hole. I pass old fences splintered, torn, like all the lines my boots have worn. Sheriff's shadow somewhere near, I can feel the weight of his iron and fear. But the law ain't half as hard as shame. Steel can't cut like a spoken name. Yours still echoes in the canyon air, rattling bones that ain't even there. Campfire flickers on a roadside hill, flames dance quiet when the night turns still. I talk to the dark like it's old kin, tell its stories about the man I've been. The dark don't judge, it doesn't forgive. It just sits back, lets you relive every wrong turn, every missed sign, every time you cross that line. If there's a heaven for the ones who roam, it's full of folks who never made it home. I'm riding through the graveyard of the open road, where every broken promise has a cross of its own. Every mile behind me is a name carved cold. Every mile ahead is a debt I still owe. Graveyard of the open road, dust for flowers, guilt for gold. If the Lord still listens to a heart this old, maybe He'll walk me out of this hole. Somewhere east there's a chapel door. You once prayed for me on that floor. Candles shook with every word. You begged for mercy I never heard. I chose the game, the gun, the grin, the easy money and the heart of sin. Now every church bell on this land rings like cuffs on a guilty hand. see your face in every flare, campfire smoke and desert air. I hear your voice in every gust, pulling at my bones like rust. If grace is real, it's wearing thin. I've scraped it off with my own skin. Still part of me believes somehow you say my name when you pray now. If you're still asking heaven, maybe there's a gate for me. I'm riding through the graveyard of the open road, where every broken promise has a cross of its own. Every mile behind me is a name carved cold. Every mile ahead is a debt I still owe. Graveyard of the open road, dust for flowers, guilt for gold. If the Lord still listens to a heart this old, maybe He'll walk me out of this hole. If you see a rider where the highway ends, it's just a ghost dragging all his old friends. And if the road ever gives me a stone with my name, I pray it's somewhere you can find it. Folks say a man in a black hat don't pray. Truth is, he just prays quieter. Walking down the aisle of a desert church, dust on the Bible, cracks in the perch. Pews sit empty like forgotten bones. Sunbeams fall on the weathered stones. Boots too loud on a holy floor. Sin tracked in from the swinging door. I tip my hat to the empty air, mumble a name like a broken prayer. I've sung more hymns with a gun in hand than with folded fingers in a faithful stand. Every outlaw knows deep inside you only run 'cause you're scared to hide. I hear your voice in the chapel hum, soft as a hymn you used to hum. Come back home, you used to say, but home burned down when I rode away. There's a choir in my chest, but every song is off key. This is my black hat gospel, Lord, dusty boots and a trembling sword. I ain't fit for the saints you store, but I ain't the man I was before. Black hat gospel, ragged and rough, a sinner's voice cracking when he's had enough. If you got room at the back of the choir, let me stand where the smoke meets the fire. Candles flicker on a warped wood rail, shadows dance like a ghostly tale. I lay my pistol near the open page, words in red start to bleed with age. You once sat here with a ribbon dress, hands folded tight on your quiet chest. You cried for me when I wasn't there,
begging the heavens to make me care. Now the only tears are the ones I hide, salt and dust on a weathered ride. I speak your name in a whispered rasp, like a rope I'm too afraid to grasp. If faith's a river, I'm on the bank, covered in mud from the times I sank. Still, something calls like a distant bell, saying there's mercy where I once fell. If I'm too far gone, why does grace keep walking beside me? This is my black hat gospel, Lord, dusty boots and a trembling sword. I ain't fit for the saints you store, but I ain't the man I was before. Black hat gospel, ragged and rough, a sinner's voice cracking when he's had enough. If you got room at the back of the choir, let me stand where the smoke meets the fire. I leave my hat on the altar rail, right whim tilted like a guilty tale. Underneath, I hide a note, every regret I never spoke. If you read it, don't read it loud, just whisper it into the smallest cloud. Let it rain where her window stands, let it fall soft on her folded hands. When I walk out past the chapel gate, I don't know if it's love or fate, but the road feels lighter under my soles, like it forgave a piece of my soul. I ain't no preacher in a shiny coat, just a broken man with a ragged throat. Yet somehow here in the desert span, I feel more mercy than I ever planned. If you still hear me, this is all I've got. This is my black hat gospel, Lord, dusty boots and a trembling sword. I ain't fit for the saints you store, but I ain't the man I was before. Black hat gospel, ragged and rough, a sinner's voice cracking when he's had enough. If you got a room at the back of the choir, I'll sing low. Right where the smoke meets the fire. Folks say a man in a black hat don't pray. Truth is, he just prays quieter. Walking down the aisle of a desert church, dust on the Bible, cracks in the perch. Pews sit empty like forgotten bones. Sunbeams fall on the weathered stones. Boots too loud on a holy floor. Sin tracked in from the swinging door. I tip my hat to the empty air, mumble a name like a broken prayer. I've sung more hymns with a gun in hand than with folded fingers in a faithful stand. Every outlaw knows deep inside you only run 'cause you're scared to hide. I hear your voice in the chapel hum, soft as a hymn you used to hum. Come back home, you used to say, but home burned down when I rode away. There's a choir in my chest, but every song is off key. This is my black hat gospel, Lord, dusty boots and a trembling sword. I ain't fit for the saints you store, but I ain't the man I was before. Black hat gospel, ragged and rough, a sinner's voice cracking when he's had enough. If you've got room at the back of the choir, let me stand where the smoke meets the fire. Candles flicker on a warpwood rail, shadows dance like a ghostly tale. I lay my pistol near the open page, words in red start to bleed with age. You once sat here with a ribbon dress, hands folded tight on your quiet chest. You cried for me when I wasn't there, begging the heavens to make me care. Now the only tears are the ones I hide, salt and dust on a weathered ride. Speak your name in a whispered rasp, like a rope I'm too afraid to grasp. If faith's a river, I'm on the bank, covered in mud from the times I sank. Still something calls like a distant bell, saying there's mercy where I once fell. If I'm too far gone, why does grace keep walking beside me? This is my black hat gospel, Lord, dusty boots and a trembling sword. I ain't fit for the saints you store, but I ain't the man I was before. Black hat gospel, ragged and rough, a sinner's voice cracking when he's had enough. If you've got room at the back of the choir, let me stand where the smoke meets the fire. My hat on the altar rail, black brim tilted like a guilty tale. Underneath I hide a note, every regret I never spoke. If you read it, don't read it loud, just whisper it into the smallest cloud. Let it rain where her window stands, let it fall soft on her folded hands. When I walk out past the chapel gate, I don't know if it's love or fate, but the road feels lighter under my soles, like it forgave a piece of my soul. I ain't no preacher in a shiny coat, just a broken man with a ragged throat. Yet somehow here in the desert span, I feel more mercy than I ever planned. If you still hear me? This is all I've got. This is my black hat gospel, Lord, dusty boots and a trembling sword. I ain't fit for the saints you store, but I ain't the man I was before. Black hat gospel, ragged and rough, a sinner's voice cracking when he's had enough. If you've got room at the back of the choir, I'll sing low, right where the smoke meets the fire.
Down near the border, mercy costs more than gold. I left without either. River runs thin where the night grows mean. Moon paints silver on a line unseen. Coyotes cry where the fence is in. Steel wire rust, but the scars don't mend. Boots in the mud, hand on the rail, smuggling dreams in a borrowed tale. You waited back in a lantern glow, counting the times I said I'd let it go. Gunshots echo off the canyon bone, voices splinter into broken tones. One wrong deal in a barroom heat, one friend bleeding in the dusty street. I ran with fire in my throat, blood on my hands, lies in my coat. Border wind cut like a sharpened knife, sliced between your love and my life. Some lines you cross, you don't ever cross back. There's no mercy in the border wind. It don't care where you've been. It just howls through every sin. Tears the flesh from the man within. No mercy in the border wind. No soft place for a soul like this. If I ever see your face again, will you turn away? Let me in. Your little house with the crooked gate, you at the window watching late. I saw you once from the canyon rim, lantern flicker, eyes grow dim. I almost walked to your front door, almost sank to the kitchen floor, almost told you every crime and kind, but almost is the chain that binds. They say the law's got my name in ink, pinned to a board where good men drink. I see my face in the wanted sign, paper as torn as this heart of mine. But it ain't the sheriff that haunts my sleep, it's the way you cried when the cut went deep. When I chose silver over your hand and left our love in the border sand. I feel your prayers in the desert rain, falling on a man who won't come clean. There's no mercy in the border wind. It don't care where you've been. It just howls through every sin. Tears of flesh from the man within. No mercy in the border wind. No soft place for a soul like this. If I ever see your face again, will you turn away? Or let me in?
night I stand where the river bends, watch the past roll off in strands. Every face that I betrayed, every deal that should have never been made. I hear your name in the water's hiss, feel the ghost of our first kiss. My knees go weak in the gravel dirt, still afraid of your holy hurt. If I cross back to your porch like glow, would your eyes say stay or tell me go? Would your hands reach out like they did before, a folding prayer for a slam door? Border wind pushes at my back, urging me forward on a faithless track. I whisper your name to an empty land, hope carried in a guilty man. If grace can cross this line, maybe I can too. There's no mercy in the border wind, it don't care where you've been, it just howls through every sin, tears of flesh from the man within. No mercy in the border wind, but maybe there's mercy in your eyes. If I ever see your face again, I swear I'll never choose the lies. If you feel a cold wind on a quiet night, that's just me, still standing where I said goodbye.